Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how you can pass a PHP variable to JavaScript in a very easy way. There are several ways you can do this, but they have their own advantages and disadvantages. In my search results, the most common solution that I could find was to insert PHP variable into the JavaScript tag, which in my opinion is not a very good idea because you can run into several problems and also your JavaScript code will look very messy. The cleanest solution that I could find was this one. Here the PHP value is inserted into an HTML attribute. Then the value is retrieved using JavaScript vanilla. Another way of retrieving data from the PHP, but more complex, is to make an AJAX call to the PHP and then the PHP responds with a JSON that you can use. But there are cases when this option is an overkill. Today, what I'm going to show you is something similar done with jQuery but using data attributes. Since PHP is interpreted by the server, this demo is going to be done on a VPS. So I'm going to create a subdomain where we're going to upload files. Once created, we're going to have a real environment where we can see the solution in real time. Now that the subdomain is created, I'm going to open my IDE, PHP store I use for this case, create an empty project, I create a PHP file so we can test that the PHP is running properly. Now I create a FTP connection with my server so I can upload the files that we create. How you configure your FTP connection in PHP Storm or what an FTP connection is, it will be presented in another video. Now I'm going to tell my IDE to automatically upload my files to the server every time I save them. Let's test to see if our PHP is working. We have confirmation that the PHP is working, which is really nice. I'm going to create an indexed HTML file so I can test JavaScript. You notice that I do a lot of tests. I have an approach of step by step, which in my opinion is a good way of creating a very robust software. With this approach, I can find errors or problems more easily, and I can fix them in the early stages of my project. I know that for this demo is too much, but hey, the power of habit. Like I said in the beginning, we're going to use jQuery for this demo, so I'm going to search for it in order to load it into the page. Now that we have a jQuery library loaded, we can start writing our jQuery code. The first line that I write is a document ready function. The reason I do this is because I want my jQuery to be run after all HTML is loaded. Now it's time for the PHP. So I renamed the file, changing its extension basically from HTML to PHP. This change doesn't affect anything. The only thing that it does is tells the server that we have some PHP code in this file. Let's create our first PHP variable. And now our HTML element. We're going to add an attribute and a class. The class is going to be used by jQuery in order to target this specific HTML element, and the data attribute is holding the value that we want to receive. Here we're going to insert our PHP variable. In case you don't know, data attributes doesn't affect the HTML behavior. They are usually used by JavaScript to receive specific information. In this variable, I save the HTML element information. Just so you know, this variable contains everything about this HTML element, including what class it has, what size it has, what attributes it has, and so on. So everything that there is about this HTML element. For my alert, I can either use my variable or select the object and target the data attribute. Now let's see if it works. Let's change the value of the PHP variable and test it again. It works, so everything is good. So now you know an easy way of passing a PHP variable to the JavaScript. Thank you for watching.